With my bachelor's degree in hand, I, like every other university graduate, embarked on searching for a job. My physical and communication disabilities and interviews were tricky. Physical access of the space was understandably needed, and, in most cases, was provided. But the need for communication access so that I could communicate effectively during the interview was less understood, and, hence, rarely granted. Communication occurs in many ways, not only through speaking. I have capitalized on universal design of online systems to allow me to communicate effectively with people from around the world, and, at times, ironically, engaging as a motivational speaker. People with communication disabilities are often overlooked when it comes to employment equity. In fact, the Canadian Employment Equity Act, like many other pieces of legislation, does not even explicitly include communication in its definition of disability. Communication access, universal design, employment equity. Three important concepts, typically considered separately. But what could be achieved if all three were applied together? I tend to use the Six Sigma engineering design process of define, measure, analyze, design, and verify to develop a framework to ensure equity in employing people with communication disabilities. My immediate objective is to define the current state of affairs in terms of employers' awareness and knowledge of communication disabilities and the barriers to employment that are within the employer's purview. In the short term, my objective is to create tools to use in recruiting and hiring of people with communication disabilities. Ultimately, my objective is to effect policy change to increase employment opportunities for people like me, so that they can put their hard-earned degrees to use and contribute meaningfully to society.
Thank you.